Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7. Seahawks.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Extra point is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Josh Gordon.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
It's a game.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 23. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4. At the Dolphins.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Gmakaveli05's working out of the gun. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Gmakaveli05 on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend and get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Tua going to try and run toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, here's Tua. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Wilson pass.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Tua now on 1st down. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Noah Gmakaveli.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
54, Mike. 54. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick is.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
I'm here all day. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Mike 60. Come on. Check 13. Check 13.
Tua going to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua, rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Yellow. Hey, pick your game up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On second down, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua.
That's complete to Lynn Bowden.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
For a Miami.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At the 39-yard line.
49, guys.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Get ready. You go take.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
49.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Kill, turn it up.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. 3rd down here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
49, guys. Mike.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
49.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Switch. We got motion. Back up.
They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Watch out. Check 38. Hey, confused. Check 24. Shit. Shit. Lose strike.
Here's Tua. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
To kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
39-yard line.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Complete.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the